Over the next few lectures, you're going to learn how to work with files and directories in Python. In this lecture, we're going to look at the path class because that's the foundation to work with files and directories. So, from the pathlib module, let's import the path class. Now we can create a path object in a few different ways. We can create an absolute path. For example, if you're on Windows, you can create a path object like this. C drive, / program files, / Microsoft, or whatever. Now, when working with a long path, these double backslashes get a little bit ugly, so we can simplify this by using a raw string. In a raw string, / is not an escape character. It's taken literally as is. So you prefix this with an R. Now we have a raw string, so we can get rid of the second / like this. Now, if you're on Mac or Linux, you can create an absolute path like this, /user, /local, /bin. We can also create a path object that represents the current folder, or we can use a relative path here. So current folder, let's go to the e-commerce subfolder and then pick init.py. We can also combine path objects together. For example, we can have one path object and then using a / combine it with another path, or we can also combine a path object with a string. So here we can have a string. And then again, we can combine this with another string. We can also get the home directory of the current user. So this path class has a class method called home that returns the home directory of the current user. So these are various ways to create a path object. In this demo, I'm going to use what we have on line 6. So let's delete the rest and store the result here. Now, this path object has quite a few useful members, and in this lecture, I'm going to show you the most important ones. But if you want to see the comprehensive list, simply search for Python 3 pathlib. On this page, you can see all the members of the path class. So with this path object, we can call the exist method to see if this file or directory exists or not. To check to see if this path represents a file, we call isFile. We also have isDirectory. We can also extract individual components in this path, which is extremely useful. For example, let's print path.name. So this returns only the file name in this path. We also have path.stem, which returns the file name without the extension. If you want to get the extension, you can access the suffix attribute. So this returns .py. We can also get the parent of this path. So path.parent. And this returns the parent folder, e-commerce. Now here we have a couple other useful methods that I really like. One of them is withName. So path.withName. And we can use this to create a new path object based on this existing path, but only change the name and the extension of the file. So if I pass, let's say, file.txt, we get a new path object here. Now let's print this. So this returns e-commerce /file.txt. We can also get the absolute value of this path. So path.absolute. Let's run the program. So here's the absolute value of this file. Obviously, this file doesn't exist yet. We're only representing its path. Now, similar to this withName, we have another method with suffix, and we use that to change the extension of a file. So with suffix, and here I'm going to pass .txt. Now let's simply print this path. So we get e-commerce /init.txt. Note that here we have not renamed the file. We're only representing a path object. Over the next couple lectures, I will show you how to rename files and directories. So these are the important members of the path class that you should know. In the next lecture, we'll look at working with directories.